So it's the 26th of May 2025 and I am risking it a little bit today as far as my equipment goes. I'm in a new venue down near Glyne Gap and I'm risking it because it's like 25 mile per hour winds with about 38 to 40 mile per hour gusts. Quite heavy today. I'm risking the camera because of that, but I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get some nice shots today. Very windy down there. We're going to do our best. This bait bag is just way too big. So something that I'm definitely going to address the next time that I come down. It just takes up way too much room. Just need it half the size of that. Just big enough to get that in, really. So we got squid, lug, and a whole mackerel. That's how we're going to set it up. I think let's start with the rod on. We'll start with the rod on the right. That's going to have quite a big bait on that. It's got a 6.0 on there. Everything is basically wanting to fly away. Cut that second fillet off. Keep that as a sliver, and we'll keep the head. The rest of that can go. I'm not going to put a whole mackerel on there, but I'm going to put quite a substantial size mackerel on there. That one's ready to go out. Next one's going to be a mixture. I'm going to get some lug on there. Get a couple of pieces of lug on there. And we'll try a bit of squid. Yeah, and these squid are actually quite large. Wish I'd brought my baiting needle with me, but I didn't, unfortunately. It's always something that I end up forgetting. For now, because I haven't got a baiting needle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hook that in the top there, just to keep it in place while I wrap it up. I don't like the fact that wind's picking up a bit. I'm going to now remove the dongle so it's free. It's free to move. Within reason. And then we'll do the same for the bottom. Very difficult circumstances to film in on your own anyway. I just don't want this bait clip to get in the way. Set up there, I don't think at all. That's not bad. And then we can set up this Portsmouth setup. On our cascade, wherever that is. Where's our cascade? There it is. Really, the rig needs to be off the ground right now. So that's good here. See if we can send this off and away up there. Right, let's get this one out. We're going to put this one out to the far right. Tell you what, that's not a bad cast considering. Whew. We're just going to wait and see what happens. But it's coming up for the 8 o'clock mark. That's where the tide starts, from 8 until 11. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to catch something. I'm going to set up another rig if I can. I haven't got my rig holder, unfortunately, that straps to the tripod. It went missing, and I've ordered another one, but it's not come yet because we've got a bank holiday Monday. So let's set up a normal Portsmouth rig with normal lug, nothing else, maybe tipped with a little bit of squid or something. Hope it's released, but on the pulley panel I've got a rotten bottom, so if it does get caught, at least I can leave behind the lead and get the rig back. So a standard, ouch, just stabbed myself. Standard Portsmouth, Nordic Bends 2.0s is what's on there. These are actually pretty damn good lug, you can see there. Got them today, fresh outs. So at least there's a rig that's ready to go. I have good hopes that I'm going to catch tonight. Pretty much for the centre of there on this side is clear, and it gets very rough and rocky over there, and of course you can see it's pretty rough and rocky over there, and there's Glyne Gap just over there. You can tell that tip on my Sentry is way more subtle than my Ziplex GSI. It was for that reason that I decided to cast the Sentry rod, which is more sensitive, out further, and the Ziplex, which is still quite sensitive, but in a little bit closer with the 6.0 hooks on. What I do know is it's a little bit crazy. It feels a little bit crazy in these conditions. Right, let's get this right one in. Oh, snapped. Okay, so we've got our first snap. We'll quickly get another shock leader on there and get another rig out. Right, new shock leader. just a little bit. Now that tide is really starting to push in. I'm going to move my gear up on top of that little bank there, and then we'll be back. It's starting to get a little bit darker now. And on this running ledger, we're going to be getting that in there. Oh, what's this then? That was a bit of a tap, 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 wasn't it? So that right rod, I think we're onto something here. I think we might have a fish on. Conger. Oh, that's a conger reel. So we've got a conger reel, biggest I've ever caught. So it's my personal best for a conger reel anyway. These are so strong. Wow. Let's get him back. Quickly measure, because this is the biggest one I've ever caught. So that's 32 inches. Right, let's get this back. This one's to be lobbed out quite close. Let's get this one in. See if we've got anything on here. The lugworm is absolutely stripped off there. Totally stripped. So we're going to go for a lug, tipped with a little bit of mackerel, I think. I'm going to do one with tip with squid. We'll try one of each. Now, there's a bit of mackerel and a little bit of squid. That mackerel might actually just fly off because of the wind. The wind is so heavy. Just check out the condition of the bait. We've got this light on now, so at least we better see a bit better. I'm not quite sure what the time is at the moment, but it's getting on a bit. So, we're going to be heading to the last hour very soon. Only got one conger reel so far. I've been chucking everything I've got at it. Mackerel, squid, fresh out lugs, cocktail of all three, different hook sizes. This weather is very tiring. I'm not sure what it is about it, but it kind of just makes me feel a bit sicky, lethargic. I'm gonna bring both of them in a minute and rebait up. Hopefully I'll be in for a bass. So there's a drone up there. It's going to be a big drone because it wouldn't be able to survive in this weather, so it's going to be like a big Mavic or something like that, or more. But it's come over here. It seems to be hovering for quite a long time, so it's got a long battery. I ain't got a clue why it's there for. Don't like it. Yeah, I think it's snagged up. Right, okay. Let that line loose for a minute. I'm going to pendulum cast out as far as I can with this one. It may end up in rough ground, but I'm prepared to risk that. Alright, it's loose. Let's get this back in. It's loose, but it's heavy. I honestly didn't think that was coming back. Alright, we've got a bit of weed, unfortunately. The dongle is really messed up. Badly messed up. Well, it's actually not a dongle, actually. It's a running ledger. Loads of weed on it. Okay. I might find something else. A bit of a shorter snood. And there's a biggie. There you go, pulley. That'll be fine. A 6.0. You can still. That's a Portsmouth running ledger. What a flipping stressful session that was. I think it's safe to say I'm going to call this over and out. Bye for now. See you next time.